I'm sailing away, set an open course for the virgin sea, 'cause I've got to be free, free to face a life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm a captain, so climb aboard. No. Hey, BOOZHOO, and welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, a podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. My name is Natasha Nindigenicaz. Natasha is my name. And I'm happy to be here today. Dash Niman Wendam G-A-I-N Oma Nungum. I'm happy to be here today. Oh, it's so pretty out here in this beautiful meadow, surrounded by beautiful nature, perfect weather. Oh, there's not a cloud in the sky. Look, Mommy, there's an airplane up in the sky. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I suppose. I guess I should go back to the office. Computer! Boop, and program. Boop, 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 boop. I'm just standing in the holodeck. I'm glad we decided to pay a little extra for a house with a holodeck. You know, when we were shopping around for houses in Bemidji, we're like, well, you know, what do we want? Do we want a fireplace, or do you want a holodeck? Should we get a garage? You know, and I thought, you know, you never know when you're gonna need one, so we got a holodeck. Anyway. Okay, BOOZHOO. Hi, sweetie. Well, hi, Natasha. What are you doing? I'm in the holodeck. Oh, yeah? Did you want to do a show? Yeah. Would you teleport me to the office? To the office? Or the studio, or whatever we call it. Yeah, sure. 1 to teleport. Make it so, number 1. No. Hey, baby doll. Well, hi. How you doing? I'm doing great. You ready to put on the show? Yeah. I've been thinking since last night, you know, when we do the live show, the MINO-BIMAADIZI Duluth gig. Yep. I'm going to have to start the show. So I need to get comfortable with introducing the show. You want to introduce it right now? Well, I introduce myself. Should I do a formal introduction, everybody? Yeah, we'll play some theme music. Okay. Oh, now I'm all nervous. All right, no, don't be. All right, so let's just pretend we're doing a live show, and with public audience in Duluth. All right, you're backstage. Yeah. And you're in the green room, and you're like staring at yourself in a mirror with those light bulbs. Yeah. And then the guy comes back and he goes, 5 minutes, Mr. BOOZHOO. And he means me, NANABOOZHOO. 5 minutes? Or no, he goes, you're on. Okay. All right, you're on. Now what do I do? Well, just for a second, let the music run, and then you walk out and onto into the spotlight. And there'll be a microphone there and a stool, and you might help come out. Okay. Hey, everybody! BOOZHOO! And welcome to the show. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha, and over here is NANABOOZHOO. Ikadel BOOZHOO. Okay, BOOZHOO. And over here is the rock star Michael Lyons. Say hello, Michael. Hey, everyone, welcome to the show. And, welcome to the show. My name is Natasha, and today is Kazibiki Saginike Gishakud. Will we have to teach the word of the day when we're out there? I think you can do what you want. Yeah. Try to be funny. Yeah. But we can teach as we just kind of explain what the show is. Oh, okay. Great idea. So, BOOZHOO, happy to be here. Happy to see everyone who's here. Gwen, John, Wally Bear, Jim Dunn, Dr. Evils, and Kaya. Hey, how you doing? So, Gazibiki Saginike Gishakud is floor washing day. It's a Saturday. But I would like to introduce the show to anyone who's new to the show. The show is called BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. And for the last year plus, we've been doing a live stream Ojibwe language and culture podcast. So the title of our show is called BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. And that means, hello, NANABOOZHOO. And that's NANABOOZHOO over there. Okay. So BOOZHOO, hello. And we teach, it started as teaching one Ojibwe word of the day. But now we just kind of teach phrases in Ojibwe Moan. Ojibwe Moan is the Ojibwe word for the Ojibwe language. Ojibwe Moan is Ojibwe language in Ojibwe language. In Ojibwe Moan. Or whatever. But we do this by, putting up text, introducing words. And then that sometimes leads to us telling stories. Daddy Bajimo. Tell stories. We like to tell stories. Daddy Bajimo. Daddy Bajimo. And at the end of the day, I think what this show is really about, or especially what NANABOOZHOO is about, is NANABOOZHOO is what we call an Adazuke Winini. You think that's fair? Yeah. Adazuke Winini. Or just a storyteller, really. Dabaji Moen. Ikadon Winini. A story sayer? Yeah, you're a story sayer. In Ojibwe language, in Ojibwe Moen, our word for a story is a Dabaji Moen. The Dabaji Moen. A traditional story is an Adazuke. And so in the traditional way, we would call a storyteller an Adazuke Winini, a storytelling man. But you could be a lady and be a storyteller, huh, sweetie? Yeah, you sure can. So, but then, there's traditions and stuff where they say, we should only tell the traditional stories in the winter. You wait until the snow covers the ground and you tell those old stories of, how the beaver got his tail, why the hummingbird hums, Gitchimanadu's gift to the, what are those things called? Hummingbirds. Nenukasi? Yeah, that's a hummingbird. Oh, yeah. That's the same thing. Nenukasi, hummingbird. These traditional stories. But then, what the show's really become is just a series of telling stories, whatever. Sometimes stories from the 80s. Sometimes stories about our grandparents. Michael likes to tell us stories about his grandparents going to boarding school. And then sometimes in our stories, we end up just talking about Ojibwe history, some of the culture. And then sometimes we'll make fun of the pop culture, the current events. Or just, Indian culture and Indian history and all that stuff. Didn't end in, wounded knee. People like to think, oh, Native American culture, what is that? Oh, in the spring we go to the sugar bush and then we do the traditional ricing. That's our culture. Yeah, okay. But there's more to it, We're a modern people too. So I was watching this the other day. And I don't know, I'm not going to play the music. Picture crappy blues, now. So this is the Johnny Depp commercial, right? Speaking of Indians and storytelling. So this is a commercial. Johnny Depp fancies himself a warrior. He's a real Ogichida. Yeah, he is. And there he is playing the guitar. And he's got his rings on. He doesn't even use a pick. But he's got no amplifier, so you can't hear anything. And there's a fancy dancer without a drummer, so he's just dancing, And then he's there all day. And build a little campfire. But that guy's still dancing away. Oh, wow, he must be tired. And Johnny Depp's looking around. Oh, savage. No, it's sauvage. It's French. Oh, sorry. Sauvage. I guess you're not a raciste. Sauvage. So, a lot of you guys here right now have already heard this, but today, to get things started, I want to tell a traditional Anishinaabe Adazuke, a traditional Indian story. And maybe you've heard this before. But long before Batman had Robin, there was another sidekick who was a hero to us all. His name was Tonto. And Johnny Depp played Tonto. And actually, you know what? A lot of people don't know this, sweetie. What's that? The new Batman movie. Yeah? You know how last night we were talking about how they're afraid to have Robin in the new movies? Yeah, why is that? I don't know. Homophobics. But it turns out that Robin is indeed there. In the new Batman movie, if you guys haven't seen it, Batman's new sidekick isn't Robin. It's actually, yep, Tonto. What are you doing? I just love that picture. What if Tonto had been Batman's sidekick? That'd be pretty cool. Wouldn't that be great? Holy Anishinaabe clown posse, Batman. Holy kiss makeup. We better get out of here, Batman. The Joker's on the loose. That's what I think Tonto as Robin would sound like. Yeah, no doubt. Anyway, that was pretty funny. That whole thing you talked about last night with Robin's outfit. And all the questionable grooming practices of Batman. Anyway, that's not true. I'm just kidding. But Tonto. So back in the days of the grandfathers, before there was TV and movies, there was a radio show about the Lone Ranger and Tonto. And it was the last time in the history of the world that a classical music song had any relevance. What? Really? Yeah, remember the song for Lone Ranger and Tonto? This is Tonto and Lone Ranger. When we saw that movie, that's what all the Indians called it. Remember that? Yeah, that was hilarious. When this movie came out on the reservation, everybody's like, hey, did you hear Johnny Depp's going to be in a movie about Tonto? You going to go see Tonto this weekend? Hey, have you guys seen Tonto? And I'm like, you know that movie's called The Lone Ranger, right? That's not really about Tonto. He's just, he's just every Indian's hero. But, so back in the days of the grandfathers, there was a radio show. You couldn't even see the guys. And they would do, you know, just make up stories and use sound effects and actors to entertain people. The stories of this Texas Ranger who wore a mask and shot silver bullets and had a horse named Silver. And he'd say, "Hi-ho, Silver!" and ride off and do amazing things. Then he had his longtime companion, Tonto, who was a Native American. They were never specific about which tribe. You know, Ojibways like to think he's saying "Gimo Sabe." Gimo Sabe. You, Miss Sabe. You giant. Or something like that. And Gimo Sabe. But it doesn't even matter. He was just a cool Indian guy. Ride with the Lone Ranger. And then here comes Johnny Depp. Here comes the Satanist Johnny Depp. "Oh, hey, Marilyn Manson, you want to get matching tattoos?" What? They did that. Yeah, I know. But anyway, so Tonto, you got to wonder about, like, when the movie came out, there had to be the first day where Johnny Depp comes to the set. And so he walks on the set, and then all the real Indian actors are sitting there like, "Oh, here he comes. Edward Scissorhands." "Oh, look out. Here comes Captain Jack Sparrow." And Johnny Depp shows up, and he's wearing this makeup. And they're like, "Hey, Johnny, I'm sorry, I guess there was a mix-up. We're doing Lone Ranger and Tonto. We're not doing the Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park." Do you suppose Johnny Depp thought he was in the remake of Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park? That would be more appropriate for what he's wearing. You know. So Johnny Depp gets on a set. He's like, "Why? You mean I'm not in Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park?" Well, no, I feel stupid. But no, he gets up in there and he goes, "Hey, no, I am Tonto. Remember how Tonto had this weird juggalo music or makeup? You know, remember how Tonto was a mime out in the Texas Bluffs or whatever? Don't you remember? You know, the TV show?" And they're like, "Yeah, whatever." Whatever, Edward Scissorhands. Is this the remake of Edward Scissorhands? I mean, come on. Who keeps telling Johnny Depp to put on white makeup in every movie? Yeah, he was like that in Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland. He wore that white makeup. And I think he played a vampire once. He was covered in white makeup. Yeah, we get it. You like being white. I thought you were an Anishinaabe. He's a Wisakode Winini. Wisakode Winini, a mixed blood. A person of mixed ancestry. Indians love to think about, like, they're always claiming certain people. You know, be like, yeah, do you know, like, who else is Indian except for the obvious Indian actor. No, nobody says, "Hey, do you know Adam Beach is Indian?" Yeah, only Indians know who Adam Beach even is. Yeah, I know. But so anyway, I'm all over the place. So Johnny Depp gets on, then they start shooting. They're like, "Hey, gonna make a movie with the Army Hammer." That's the guy's name. That's a pretty cool name if you think about it. That is a pretty cool name if you're like a heavy metal band. "Ladies and gentlemen, on lead guitar, Army Hammer." Just starts to shred. But what am I talking about, sweetie? I don't know. And this is the story of Johnny Depp becoming the Tonto to Lone Ranger. To learn more about historical figures, that's just the thing. You saw, everyone knows that one photo. There's that one dude. He's in like history books and stuff. They talk about Indian war paint. And I forget the guy. It's a real guy. in history did wear makeup like this. He didn't have a dead bird on his head, I don't think. But so the makeup is loosely based on this one old historical picture. But in the movie, Johnny Depp never takes off the makeup. He swims in it. He sleeps in it. It gets buried up to his neck. And tarantulas or the scorpions come out. The scorpions? Here I am! Rock you like a hurricane! Not those scorpions. What else? So he does the movie. Oh, yeah, never takes it off. He swims in it and somehow it doesn't wash off. And I was like, you know, those guys didn't just live in their war paint. You might have put on war paint when you went out to battle to die. But it wasn't like, hey, good morning, everyone. Oh, are you going to use the bathroom? I got to put on my face. I got to put on my makeup. And I come out, oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to go hunt buffalo. Johnny Depp. Yeah. What did we just hear about Johnny Depp? I don't know. Apparently people are still kind of taking Amber Heard's side. Amber Turd? Yeah, Amber Turd's side. Remember that? When they were getting a divorce, there was a story of Amber Heard took she was worth a deuce. You know your man is working hard. Leave him a deuce in the bed. She pooped in the bed. Do you suppose she used the sheets to wipe? I don't know. Anyway, that's how insane and out of hand that marriage got. Yikes. Johnny Depp. Yeah. You know what else we could have talked about today? What's that? What's his name? Kevin Clash. Oh, yeah. I didn't even pull up his picture. Do you guys know who Kevin Clash is? Speaking of cool rock star names. Do you want to tell them? Not really. Although we should do a show at some point. Kevin Clash was the voice behind the original Elmo from Sesame Street. And I had heard rumors that he had been accused of underage, sexual misconduct. Today, I learned that not only did he divorce his wife of 17 years and leave his 10-year-old child to pursue a homosexual lifestyle with a series of underage boys. He was paid off, he was getting sued, he was going to court, and he ultimately just quit being Elmo because of it was going to destroy the Disney name. And it's like you go, why was that not really in the news? Like it was kind of referred to on Family Guy once. And I'm just a little too old to remember Elmo. Like he wasn't even in Sesame Street when I was a kid. But you know when he started on Sesame Street? I heard that the original time was 1980, but it was a different actor. Oh, is that it? Yeah. But by the 90s, that guy. And he was him for like 15 years or something. He was a rich dude playing that ridiculous puppet. I know. Could you imagine making your life just talking with your hand? Oh, hello there, I'm a puppeteer. Oh, look at me, pay me money, I'm a puppeteer. Stupid. Nope, not for me, I tell you that much. Anyway, so Kevin Clash is just terrible human being. And now they finally, he can't work on children's television. But he was on that spin-off adult movie with the Muppets. I guess the Jim Henson people put on. It was called like Happy Funtime Murders or something. But he's a real creep. Why am I talking about that? I don't know. So, Let's not have that be part of the show when we do it live. No. But you can talk about Johnny Depp. Okay. And this has been the story of Johnny Depp and Tonto. Hey, BOOZHOO. I already taught that. MINO-BIMAADIZI. If you're wondering what we're preparing for, we mentioned last night that we're going back on the road. The BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast is going on tour. They said it would never happen. But instead, we're going to do a live show for the University of Minnesota Duluth at their MINO-BIMAADIZI event. I'm not sure what the event is, but I'm picturing tons of vendors. There's other speakers. I think there's a theater thing that's going to happen. And like a keynote speaker and a dinner or something. That could be really fancy for all I know. But MINO-BIMAADIZI is the name of the event. And they invited us to perform there. So me and NanaBOOZHOO and Michael Lyons are going to go out there and do a live sort of stand-up comedy routine with music and whatever. And, us. So I thought maybe during the show I'd have to say, okay, a lot of people are wondering, today our event is called MINO-BIMAADIZI, Lead a Good Life. And here at the shores of Gitchigummy, the Great Water, or Lake Superior. This lake is superior. You ever see Lake Erie? Pfft, no, thank you. It's creepy. It's eerie. This lake, it's the best one of all the Great Lakes. That's why we call it Gitchigummy, or Lake Superior. And this has been your Ojibwe words of the day. Well, what should I say about MINO-BIMAADIZI, sweetie? What would you say is living a good life? Living a good life. I'm getting so dependent on visual aids, and we can't do this at the show. I know. I wish I had my medicine wheel. Yeah. If I had the medicine wheel, I'd put it up, but I'm not going to look for it. A good life is 4 different quadrants of existence. There's your physical. To live a good life, you need to eat well, eat healthy. You need to avoid bad food and food that's bad for you. To lead a good life, you also need to have good mental health. Good mental, what's in your brain? What you feed your mind. There's things which are healthy for your mind, like watching our show. You think this is healthy? No, it's probably degenerating. But there's things that are good for your mind. Music, art, singing, reading. What else is good for your mind? Learning. Is learning good for your mind? Because what if you learn a bunch of lies? Yeah, that's a good point. Oh. But we know it's bad for your mind. Watching a lot of violence. Watching a lot of those dirty videos. There's stuff that's bad for your mind. It's not good to have those images in your mind. People getting shot, getting stabbed. Heads being blown, whatever. So you gotta address your mind. And then to lead a good life, MINO-BIMAADIZI. You also gotta think about your physical, mental, spiritual. Your spiritual life. What's good spiritual life? Well, connecting with your Creator, praying to get your manadu, being grateful, being spiritual, avoiding things which are not bad, maji manadu, Bad spirits can be something as simple as an advertisement for pizza. Is that really bad? Kinda. It's kind of like I mean, it's weird. Your spirit can get enticed by things which are not good for you. A spiritual life, material, making you want to live in the body and get like good stuff and be all material. And be a material girl like Madonna. That's bad for your spirit. You gotta kind of look around your life and go, what's good spiritually? Is being in love good spiritually? Is being with my weenie Mouchane good for my spirit? Probably. I hope so. Walking in nature, praying. That's spiritual. Then finally, emotional. To lead a good life, you gotta have good emotions. What's an emotion? We have them. We're almost triggered by them. But you have emotions. You aren't emotions. So when people say, I am mad. Well, no, you're not. You're feeling mad. You are fine. Your spirit's fine. Your body's fine. Your mind is fine. But your emotions are just that. So to lead a good life, gotta have good emotions. Gratitude. Compassion, sympathy, emotions. Are there bad emotions? I would have said no until this moment. I would say no. All emotions are just what they are. But now you make me think: is like fear a bad emotion? Not if there's really something to be afraid of. Right, but it can be if you're feeling the fear and there's nothing to be afraid of. Yeah, exactly. Then you're paranoid. Yeah, exactly. So, there's good emotions and bad emotions. So, MINO-BIMAADIZI. I'm guessing that the event is going to be a lot of different people sort of talking about and discussing different angles of what it means to lead a good life at Get Your Gummy at Lake Superior. People are going to be like, what's the Ojibwe word for Duluth? I was like, that's a French word. I don't know what it means. The Portage or something. Or is Duluth the name of a guy? Might be the name of a guy. Wally Bear, muckety mush, kike waboo. Wally Bear's got some coffee. That sounds good. Yeah, it does. Ruby. Hey, Ruby, we got a letter and a heart for Natasha and her kind thoughts. Me, go ahead, Ruby. Ruby's my bro. Ruby's a woman. I mean my sister. She's my sister from another mister. And Jim Dunn. Daniel Black. BOOZHOO, Niji. Jamie Gaither. BOOZHOO, Jamie. What's Jamie got to say here? I hear ya. Hey, aren't most of the Southerners Cherokee too? Ugh. I like how Cherokees always get dogged by the rest of the Indians. Oh, the old redheaded Cherokees. Oh, the Cherokee princess. Isn't your grandma special? You never hear of an Ojibwe princess. What are we, trash? Are we the white trash version of the Indian tribes? Probably. No, the Sioux are. No way. Sioux are all in the movies and stuff. Yeah, but they're the dog eaters. The Sioux are the Chinese of the Ojibwe. Or the Anishinaabe Indians. Anyway, MINO-BIMAADIZI. Lead a good life. Get your gummy. Get your gummy. All right, sweetie. I think I've said enough. I think I've said more than enough. If you'd like to learn more Ojibwe language and culture, please check out our live stream on YouTube. Up next. You ready? Yeah, sure. Hey, why don't you play the Blueberry Pie song? Okay. Here's a song we wrote. And it teaches people how to say the word blueberry pie in Ojibwe. And a lot of people, I don't know if this is true or not. Probably not. But a lot of people think the Ojibwe word for blueberry pie is the longest word in all of Ojibwe. Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chikani bakwajigan. I mean, it's a pretty long word. I'll grant him that. Yeah. I don't know if it's the longest one, and it probably is. This is Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chikani bakwajigan. And up next, NANABOOZHOO. Hey, mama, say the way you move, gonna make you sweat. Of blueberry pie, so I went up and I asked this guy, but he only spoke Ojibwe, so I had to say, Mina bashki mina sigani batusi chikani bakwajigan. Mina bashki mina sigani batusi chikani bakwajigan. Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chikani bakwajigan. Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chikani bakwajigan. Of blueberry pie, so I went up and I asked this guy, but he only spoke Ojibwe, so I had to say, Mina bashki mina sagani batusi chikani bakwajigan. 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 Okay, hey, BOOZHOO. How you doing? Let me get up a little closer here. We can bring the weighty gun to Gitchigami. You think so? Yeah, why not? The weighty gun. Drum. The weighty gun. Mittig. Stick. Buddy, make a noise, make a big noise. How you doing, BOOZHOO? Excuse me while I do something with myself here. Why am I so short, sweetie? I don't know. I feel like my chair went down or something. How's that? Kind of want to adjust the camera. I wonder if I can. Huh? Yeah, the camera's still got something weird there. Oh, yeah. How's that? That's pretty good. So, hey, what's going on? Remember this commercial? I'm not going to play the music because I want to get a copyright strike. This is old, he had a famous name like Ironsides or Iron Eyes or something. Ironsides was that guy in the wheelchair. Oh, yeah. Here he is. Hey, man, I'm going to go racing. Oh, really? Where are the beds? Oh, I think they're in New York City somewhere. I'll find them. I'll go take my birch bark canoe there in 1971. Oh, look at all that. Look at all that litter. Yeah. Hey, dude, why don't you pick that up instead of just walking past it with your nose in the air? Hey, you going to help the environment or are you just going to cry? Yeah, why don't you throw it? Yeah, why don't you finish that, Indian? Oh, the racists are so mean to me. Look at me cry. But that is the proper way to cry. Is it? Yeah. If you're a man and you need to cry, you have to cry like that Indian. One tear and do it over because somebody threw their McDonald's at your feet. I wanted to go to McDonald's. These guys are jerks. I canoed all the way to Kitchigami just to get to Manhattan. And what happens? Bunch of jerks throw McDonald's food at my feet. Made me cry. Yeah. And this is why you should never litter. Brought to you today, there's a public service announcement from Johnny Depp's Soiled Sheets. If we're ever in a punk band, sweetie, yeah, I want that to be our punk band name. What? Johnny Depp's Soiled Sheets. Okay. And tonight, the Sex Pistols and some other punk band, I don't know. The Misfits. But first, Johnny Depp's Soiled Sheets. Starring, on keyboards, Amber Turd. No. You want to take a call, sweetie? Yeah, that's a good idea. What line? Line 2. Hello, caller. Welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. You're on the air. Hey there, NANABOOZHOO. It's me, Keanu Reeves. Well, hey, Keanu Reeves. Welcome back to the show. Sweetie, it's that guy from The Matrix. Well, hi, Keanu. How you doing? Hey there, Natasha. Not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. What can I do for you today, sir? Well, I was watching your show, and I noticed you were talking about poo in the bed. Yeah, Johnny Depp's ex-wife pooped in the bed. Well, sometimes people's girlfriends, they'll poop in the bed, but it's not a bad thing. It's just 'cause you're getting older. And sometimes when you get old, you can't even hold your poo in. So I think you should lay off that Amber Heard. No, she did it on purpose. It's not 'cause she was old. I think she was just, I don't know, really mad or something. Well, my girlfriend, she sometimes poos in the bed. You want to meet her? Nah, not really. Hey, sweetie, you want to come on the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast? NANABOOZHOO's asking about you. I really wasn't. What's that, sonny? Hello, NANABOOZHOO. What's going on here? Oh, hello, Keanu Reeves' girlfriend. I was just talking to your boyfriend about, pooing in a bed. What's that now? I was telling him that sometimes you go poo in the bed, darling, but I don't even mind, 'cause you're my girlfriend, and I don't even care how old and nasty you are. I like to take care of you, 'cause I love you. It's really sweet, man. What you got? Oh, I pooped myself. See, that's what I'm talking about, NANABOOZHOO. Hey, I gotta go. I gotta run. Gotta go take care of my girlfriend. She pooped her pants again. I just don't know. Okay, Niji. I'll see you later. Yeah, see you later, NANABOOZHOO. What a strange call. That was strange. What was the point of that? I don't know. Oh, he wanted to chime in on the subject of going number 2 in your bed. Yeah. When I was in high school, there was an expression, and I think it came from the military. But instead of saying somebody died, you'd say he bleep the bed.
Really?
Yeah, only you wouldn't say bleep. But you know, this is a classy children's show. I don't want to swear. I'm a clean podcaster, sweetie.
Yeah, you are. Except for all the poo talk.
Except for talking about poo. Moo on is the Ojibwe word for poo. Moo is the verb to poo. So if you want to say NASA landing on the moon is bull poo, you would say dunu muwan. Oh, there's a mouthful. Dunu muwan. Because it's already, you know, it's not the verb, it's the noun. You know, those guys are full of dunu bull muwan. Poupe.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're going to pay us to do this.
I know. We better clean up our act.
Yeah, we better. Gotta sing happy birthday to the Wally Bear and send him good vibes. It's Wally Bear's birthday, sweetie.
Well, we better do it.
All right. Wally Bear, we're so proud of you. Happy, what, he must be 17, 18?
I don't know. He seems like he's got the mentality of a 14-year-old.
Happy 14th birthday, you juvenile delinquent. Minno-Bimaaadizi dibishka.
Minno-Bimaaadizi dibishka.
Minno-Bimaaadizi
Dibishka. Minno-Bimaaadizi, Mr. President.
Mr. President.
That was doing Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, yeah. Minno-Bimaaadizi. Wally Bear.
And many more.
And many more. Yeah, remember that when Marilyn Manson basically outed the president JFK for having an affair? She pops out of a cake, no less, on his birthday, and she's all like, "Happy birthday, Mr. President." It's just so... And she was even beautiful, I guess. In that kind of made-up, blonde, 1960s way. But, you know, you could just see him squirming. Hey, do you mind? My wife is right here. I don't want her to get mad and, like, I don't know, arrange to have the back of my head blown off in a parade. Jackie Onassis. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger married their daughter.
Yeah, what was her name?
That was Jackie Onassis Jr.
No, it wasn't.
Arnold Schwarzenegger married I'm pretty sure it's Jackie Onassis' daughter. And she became a skeleton. So he knocked up the maid.
Yep.
And this has been the story of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Don't do it.
What?
Don't do it. You're going to get in trouble.
Don't do what?
Don't do this obvious joke.
I haven't even finished his name yet.
That's the joke. You're going to get in trouble.
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. The N-word, man. See, that's a question. How political do we want to get in our little stand-up routine? Should I talk about political correctness? Should I talk about what it was like to be on YouTube? Because this is really where it's all happening. In the culture wars, when freedom of speech is finally being exercised. You know, in the 80s, we talked about, oh yeah, we're the land of the free, but nobody cared about what you said. And there wasn't many people who even had a format to have, you know, the powers that be censor you. Most people live their whole lives never being censored for anything. So they go, yeah, this country has freedom of speech. But then, since YouTube, now we know, no, actually there's a list of things you can't say. And that list keeps getting longer. And as Canada invades our culture, we're going to start getting into serious legal trouble for things you say or not say. In Canada, you can go to jail for misgendering somebody. You can get a fine for words that you say that are against the rules. So far in America, they say, no, you can still say whatever you want. But I have to be very careful with that, how much of a space between the first half of Arnold Schwarzenegger's last name and the last half of it. Or I get demonetized. No, you can say what you want. We didn't censor you. We just took away, your ability to make any money off of what you say. That doesn't mean you can't say it. And so I'm constantly kind of going, how much money do we really make on one video that gets 100 views? A quarter, 50 cents. Why? So I can make a joke with the N-word in it. But, hey, Diane's here. Hey, Diane. How you doing, Diane? Maria Shriver. Thank you, Wally Bear. Maria Shriver. That's a pretty good... Arnold Schwarzenegger climbed the ladder. Came over to this country as an immigrant. Worked his way up to become a movie star. Then he married essentially a Kennedy. Became governor. Then knocked up the maid and denied it. And, everyone gives him a pass. Oh, he's the Terminator. I'm not going to judge him for cheating and lying for years to his wife and his son by not even owning up to that. It's your son. That's, How did Arnold's son feel when he found out, that movie star you like so much and I sometimes clean his house? Yeah, Mom? He's your dad. Your dad's the Terminator. Really? That's great. No, not so much. So you see, he's already married with his own family. And he doesn't love you. And he doesn't want anything to do with you. Well, I'm going to go back over there and clean his mansion. Because I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger's maid. Okay, see you, Mom. Yep, see you later, kid. And off she goes. Eventually, the kid looks so much like Arnold Schwarzenegger. The striking is, the resemblance is undeniable. And so Arnold had to one day finally go, yes, you are indeed my son. What'd your mom name you? I don't know. I can't be bothered to remember. I'm going to call you Little Taco because I'm also a racist. Because, my dad was a Nazi, a real Nazi. Because I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't do it. Don't do what, sweetie? You know what you're doing. What? Come on, feel the noise. Girls rock. I think my most racist and funniest joke I've ever done on the show was when I talked about the N-word. And I said, the N-word, they say, is the worst thing you can say. And I think the MF word is way worse than the N-word. And, but the funny thing, the irony is, only white people are offended by those terms. African-American person will call each other the N-word. And people say, no, they're saying nigga. Soft R, that's fine. So, no, it's the same word, you guys. And, who else is the only people who ever really use the MF word, which is way worse of a word to call somebody. And I said, who's the only group of people who ever use the MF word? N-words.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, it's so funny. But it is. I mean, political correctness is a concern for rich, white, liberal women. They're the ones marching for the other people, the oppressed, you know. Black people are not concerned with, you know, what Indians call them, white people call them. But that is what I love about Anishinaabe people. We really don't care. You can't insult an Indian by calling him an Indian. Hey, that's an I word. You know, that's our word. We can call each other I words, but you call us what? First Nations, Native Americans, Indigenous people. I don't know. And the very premise is kind of racist because it's like the liberals come up with like, hey, what is a term we can use to generalize everybody who lived on this continent before Europeans came here? You know, of the 400 different tribes and whatnot, and all the different languages and diversity in every way possible. What is one term that we can use that won't sound, you know, racist? You know, we can't use Indian anymore. We're like, what? I don't know. In what context do you want to sum up every Indian person in the country? I prefer the ruthless savages.
Yeah.
That could also be the name of our punk band.
The Ruthless Savages.
Yep. I don't know. Come on, feel the noise. What's John Redcorn saying? That's every man story. That's every... he's swearing in that old style, censored way, man. That's every blank man story. Daniel Black says, Mr. Olympia. That's right. Go, go, Mr. Olympia. I call him Double D's now.
He's got man boobs.
Yeah. Gotta get him a man's ear. Anyway, so we got anything else we want to talk about, sweetie?
Do you want to talk to David Bowie's ghost?
David Bowie's ghost?
Yeah, he's online too.
Oh, okay. Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. That's not David Bowie, sweetie.
Oh no, that's from last night.
Yeah. Jimi Hendrix and I can't never remember this guy's name.
That's Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Same guy. I thought that was going to be a picture of David Bowie.
Yeah, I know, me too. So much for talking to David Bowie's ghost.
Yeah. We got anybody else in the bullpen?
No. Want to go to the meadow?
Hey, could you teleport me to the holodeck? And then I'll just create the meadow from there.
Okay.
I'm going to go visit the holodeck for a second. I think I forgot something down there. All right, go ahead.
1 to teleport.
Make it so, number 1.
Okay, hang on.
Yep. Holodeck. Sometimes it's nice just to get down here, someplace where it's nice and, quiet. Kind of get away from everybody and, and then just use Star Trek technology to create whatever world I want to feel like I'm living in. When I was a kid, you'd have to use your imagination. Kids' imagination is like a holodeck in your brain. Because you're always kind of you, even if you're going to pretend to be somebody else. This is something that I don't know if every Gen Xer knows about Generation Z. I learned this years ago. But you know how kids are all like weird today? They say on what's supposed to be a children's show. was a number of years ago. I worked in a summer program out in the res. We were putting on a play. It was a play, and I had like 13 little kids from age 6 to 12, maybe. And we did a bunch of stuff together. It was just kind of a summer program. And then we also played kickball and drew and had snacks, story time. But then we'd rehearse for this play. And I got them all scripts. And if they couldn't read, we'd tell them what to say, and we just practice our play. And it took us all summer long before we were ready. But right before the show came on, I remember talking to these kids. And like when I was with them, we always had an activity that we did. Oh, we're going to go play kickball today. And I was in charge. And so I didn't know what they were like by themselves. And I don't have any kids of my own. And so I was trying to explain improv. And I said, okay, it's okay if you forget your lines. Don't sweat it. You know what the show's kind of about. So just play while you're up there. It's called a play. Just pretend. And they were like, what do you mean pretend? And I go, you know how when you're out by yourself or something, you just play pretend. You go, oh, I'm going to pretend I'm Spider-Man right now. And then you just pretend there's a thing going on. You got to fight people and, pretend. And not one of them knew what I was talking about. They're like, what do you mean pretend? I go, don't you kids pretend? Like, let's say we didn't have a game or anything art or anything. We're just standing around. I might go, okay, let's say my name is, I'll be, Fang. And my superpowers are, I can turn into a werewolf, but I'm good. And I live in a jail cell, but during the day, I'm a person, I think I'm a prisoner. But at night, I break out through the sewer system, and I become Fang. And I'm a good werewolf, and I wear a superhero outfit, and W on my chest, but otherwise I have werewolf powers. And then before the sun comes up, I have to get back to the jail cell. And so I go through the sewer system and stuff, and I change back into a boy. And then, who are you going to be? And then you create like a little story together. Oh, I'm Bullet Boy. I can fly super fast or whatever. But these kids had no idea what that is. And I go, these kids all have movies and video games and activities. In the 80s, we didn't have anything. Sometimes we didn't even have like sports equipment. So you just make up a character to play. And I rattled off that Fang character because I was a guy I would be occasionally. I just play pretend. And I'd be out in the middle of the woods pretending it was Manhattan. And I was a kind of Spider-Man. I had Spider-Man powers. But I just wore regular guy clothes. And I wasn't trying to fight crime. The cops were after me. So I was always trying to fight off the cops and then the army by swinging around like Spider-Man. Wasn't the most creative, but I always played pretending. And now that I'm grown and I've put away such childish things, I wonder if I could still pretend. So right now I'd like to pretend I'm back out at a beautiful meadow. Computer, run program, flowery meadow. Yeah, this is nice. Okay. Let's say I'm a guy. My superpowers are I'm kind of like Wolverine. I can immediately regenerate. And I can also turn the density of my molecules. So sometimes I'm as hard as a rock and bullets will just bounce off me. But sometimes I can become almost like a ghost and float and walk through walls. I got those powers. What powers you got? Mm-hmm. No, you can't just have the powers of God. That's too many powers. Bring it down. You can be Superman. All right, let's do this. See what I did there? I was pretending that even you were talking. I can pretend forever. Anyway, let me put a little tobacco. Say a prayer. Sema. Getche manado. Otapanan niwia sema. Great Spirit, accept my tobacco. Getche manado. Taka we tuka wishin. Ando minaway nungum. Great Spirit, help me to speak well. Please help me to speak well today. Miigwech ka iji kakina keku ka iji chikean nungum. Thank you for everything that you do today. Miigwech ka iji we buck. Thank you for the weather. Miigwech ka iji ni holodeck. Thank you for my holodeck. We don't have an Ojibwe word for holodeck. I don't think we had holodecks back in the day. Miigwech ka BOOZHOO yan. BOOZHOO yan. Thank you for my life. Thank you, Gaiji. Away. MINO-BIMAADIZI. Thank you for this good life. Which is our Ojibwe phrase of the day. Miigwech bezandawieg. Thank you for listening. Apeyenge. Amen. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful illusion. Maybe all of life is this way. I don't know. All right. Computer. Bloop. End program. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop. Hello. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, sweetie. Do you want to come back?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. You still in the holodeck?
Yep.
All right. 1 to teleport.
Make it so, number one.
Okay, hang on. Hey, sweetie pie.
Hi.
You want to call it a show?
Yeah, I think we've done enough.
Okay. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, me too. Country kitchen?
Gotta country kitchen it.
All right. Okay, Michael, do you want to add anything? Hey, remind him of the books. Oh, sure. If you'd like to support the show, check out the links in the description. And Michael has books for sale at Amazon. What do I think I am? Amazon.com. BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO. Hello, squirrel. In English, Ojibwe coloring book. Mixed blood. Story of mixed blood. And whatever happened to Little Cutie?
Then we have a cover of Little Cutie Up.
Oh. Nope, it's gone.
Oh, well.
Yep. All right. Hey, tune in tomorrow for more exciting Ojibwe language and culture content. Thing is, I like it when you close the show.
I know, I'm better at that than you.
Yeah. All right, hey, Miigwech Bizendawiag. Thank you for listening. Miigwech Ganawabiag. Thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO. This is Natasha.
Okay, BOOZHOO, Miigwech, Kakina. Thank you, everyone.
This is Michael Lyons. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Menawa. What do you think, sweetie?
Once more?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay. 1 to teleport.
See ya. Make it so, number one.